Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World Tanks. So, as you can see, this is Virus back again, whose name is Russian. So this actually down here translates to Virus in Russian. And Virus is a friend of mine, and he's going to send in a Churchill III game. Yeah, I'm blabbering at this point. I realize that. My bad. Okay, so let's adjust this so it actually says something intelligent, like tanks, so I can tell what's in this battle. So this is a tier 5 game on Mountain Pass. It's a standard game. They had it as encounter for a little while, but seem to have taken that out. Apparently there were some balancing issues. Yeah. None of us knew that at all. Anyways, so, but this game, I'm not ADD at all, guys. Never. So the Churchill III is one of my favorite tier 5 premium heavy tanks. It might actually be my favorite tier 5 premium tank. Maybe just my favorite. No, not my favorite premium tank, but definitely my favorite under tier 5, under tier 6 premium tank. This thing is awesome, and it has a rate of fire that is insane. And at some point, I would like to try and journey across like Sand River and just like tape down my fire button to see if I get to the other side and still have shells left. We'll see. Anyways, this thing has about a 2-second rate of fire, as you can tell by looking at right there. That's his rate of fire, just under 2 seconds per shot. And we have an electro firing following us. And oh crap! I completely forgot to introduce his platoon mate. Heloflyer. Okay, well, these two are gonna take on the Cruiser 4. Never mind, that's not a Cruiser 4, that's a smoking wreck. And ow, something is shooting us. And I forgot to switch back to fixed camera mode. He's actually putting massive shots through the front of this KV-1. This is one of the reasons I love this tank. But he's actually taking decent return damage from the KV-1. Now, his buddy, Heloflyer, oh, no. It was the Electro that finished off the KV-1. But that's okay. So I'm just going to start calling you Hello, because the whole thing is going to end up choking in my throat at some point, I'm sure. Good job with this M4. I don't know why the M4 is trying to bait shots from a Churchill III. That's like trying to bait shots from an autoloader. It's never going to work out the way you want. You're always going to get hit because there's no way the M4 can bait a shot, pull out, take a shot, and pull back in cover before the Churchill can reload. Oh, this poor M3 lead. There's nothing he can do about this incoming fire. He's just going to get roasted alive. And he does. He doesn't even make it more than 50 feet before he gets dead. And now this M4 is in real trouble. He's out in the open. He's got a Churchill III on either side. And he's just going to get murdered. Okay, well, there goes that. Unfortunately, we have a T-49 behind us. That bodes badly. That means that our structure of our team has completely collapsed. And I just realized we're like 4 minutes into this game, and we have 5 members of our team left total, including our little platoon here. The platoon isn't doing all that well. How is Hello doing? Oh, Hello's got all the health in the world. He should be out in front leading the pack. This pack too. So the T-49 has apparently run away. And so at this point, Virus is just spamming shells into bushes. And the reason for that is that he knows he can probably one-shot the T-49, but he also knows the T-49 can one-shot him. So he wants to make sure that it's not hiding in a bush waiting to ambush him. Now, honestly, he should be letting Hello go first because of the fact that Hello has so much more health than he does. But he's anxious for the kills, and so he's just going to plow on straight ahead. Now our T-49 has just spotted their T-34, and their T-49 and then got himself killed for it. They're gonna start cap. We gotta get there ASAP. Okay, well there's the DK. So now we know where one more enemy tank is, and boom, that's dead. So now, there's only 3 enemy tanks left, except one of them's already. So he's probably still at base, and he's zoning in, and gonna launch a shell at us in any second. I like this tactic of firing blind into the cap circle, because of the fact that we know one tank got off the cap. So most likely that's the T-34. Oh, I was going to say the T-34 is still on the cap and the T-49 jumped off. But it looks like it was the other way around. And T-34 doesn't stand a chance against a pair of Churchill IIIs. So now the lone T-49 is still trying to cap. And this is a mistake by him. A horrible, horrible mistake he will not live to regret. He needs to jump off the cap right now and run. And he could. He could outdistance these guys and turn around and come back and hit them from behind. But it looks like he's determined to... Ooh, nope, there he goes. Finally figured out he needed to run away. And he did. Good. He doesn't seem to be running at these guys. So my only... I really hope there's good play coming up. So my hope is that T-49 didn't go up the hill. Up this hill, but instead... Beautifully, he ran that way. So that is exactly the right move against a pair of Churchill IIIs. He wants to draw these guys out and hopefully split them up. Now, if these guys both try and go down the same road, the T-49 is just going to come around from a different way. He's going to make his way through the river and come back up behind them. Or he could just stay here for a little bit, wait for about a minute, and then come up this road. Or he could do this and come up here. So there's many different ways the T-49 could come back at them. And if these guys aren't ready for it, he's going to catch them by surprise. And all he needs is one shot to finish off Virus, and then he can circle the other Churchill III to death. If Virus goes down, his buddy is dead, assuming that the T-49 knows how to drive. And for the rest of this battle, I'm going to go ahead and assume he does. Wow. Okay, so he did exactly the right thing. Except he got spotted doing it. If he hadn't been lit, that would have been Virus's death right there. I get the feeling he wasn't quite in the bush when Virus ran in this corner. And oh no, he came out of the bush. He was trying to be overly aggressive. If he had waited there for a little bit longer... There's 7 minutes left in the game. He definitely had the time to wait for a little bit and to see if an enemy tank was going to come out. If Virus had wandered out like he was gonna, he would have got himself killed, and then the T-49 could have simply run all the way back around and hit Helo from behind again. And the T-49 definitely could have won this game, but he didn't. He got himself spotted and he got himself killed, and now there's a pair of vicious Churchill IIIs running towards an M7. Now, Virus is asking and pleading this guy in chat not to drown himself because he wants his top gun. But for me personally, whenever I'm playing Artie and I'm in this kind of a situation, I will never, ever, ever go down with that fight. And you know why? Okay, for exactly this reason. Virus is on 66 health. All the M7 has to do is land a shell near him. The shell can land within like 3 feet any given side, or hit a rock beside him, and Virus is dead at this point. And then, yeah, Helo's going to take a lot more work to kill, but it's still possible. The other thing that's possible is to wait until the Churchill IIIs leave their base and then jump on their cap. Yeah, but there's no way these guys would be able to get back to base in time from their current positions to reset a cap, and there's no way they'd both be able to jump on the enemy cap in order to win by capping if the M7 Priest jumped on our cap right about now, say. That'd be a loss. So, this is one of those things where I'm so glad that this enemy Artie isn't just gonna give up and die. I really want to see this game go through, and one more thing that Virus is doing really well is he's waiting for Helo. Now, Helo seems to actually I'm wrong. Helo is guarding the middle of the map. Helo is actually making sure that the M7 isn't going to do exactly what I was saying he might do. Try and cap our base. Helo is sitting here. He's got lines of sight across here to make sure the already wasn't hiding back here and attempting a dash up this way. And he's got great line of sight on here to make sure the already wasn't up here and dashing down this way. So the problem is, of course, that if Virus gets himself lit before he spots the M7, then the M7 can zoom right in on him and take him out very easily. If the M7 is hiding back here, back in those bushes, then he probably would have taken a shot already, so I'm going to guess he's not there. But that is a phenomenal spot to hide for a one-shot at the end of a game. And already hiding back there would have been able to take Virus out without receiving any damage, and probably without, well, if he was far enough back in the bushes, without being lit. Even if he was lit, Helo is in no position to take advantage of that. But most likely the artillery is up here somewhere, so Virus is very cautiously pushing up this hill. At this point, there's 4 minutes left in the game. If the arty hasn't already made a break for our cap, he probably isn't going to be able to make it, and still cap, so there's no real worry in that anymore. Right now, I recommend that Helo jump on the enemy cap, and we force this guy to come out and face us, or die or lose anyway. But we'll see what actually happens. It looks like Helo is going to come up and join us up here. Okay, so Virus doesn't want to take the lead because, of course, he knows that he's a one-shot. He knows that if it turns out that our enemy arty is hiding in, like, this bush or even back here, then he is going to... Ooh, there it is. There's the enemy artillery. Okay, so gun depression on the Churchill is horrible. But the M7 gets shaky and fires first. And now... Wait, what? Was he trying to ram a Churchill III? Almost 3,000 experience with his daily double without premium. That ending. Oh, the ammo rack was awesome, but I like it a little bit more when my enemies are touch more intelligent. It makes the endings a little bit more, cliffhanger-ish and tense and whatnot. Less facepalm, Anyways, this of course was enough for his Master Badge First Class. He got Spartan somehow. I don't remember what bounced off him. But anyways, that was probably the T-34. High Caliber and of course the Top Gun. Both these weren't really a surprise. So that ending, that was a surprise. Yeah, this isn't a surprise at all. These guys both did over 1,000 damage, though Helo barely got on the map as far as kills, only securing the 1 kill. And because of that, and I'm gonna guess because of the amount of damage taken, Virus earned a lot more experience than his buddy. He also, I'm gonna guess you probably get experience bonuses for Spartan, High Caliber, and Top Gun, though I'm not certain about that. If somebody could answer that question in the comments, that would be awesome. Do you actually get bonus experience for things like Spartan and Top Gun? Then you would, more experience than you would get otherwise, kind of thing. I know you get bonus experience for surviving the game. So, props goes to this T-49 driver, who did not the best job I've ever seen, but a much better job than his stats said he was going to. His stats said he was going to derp around and get himself killed without doing a whole lot. He proved his stats wrong. XVM was very wrong with this guy. He should have been a green color as far as watch out for him, because he played T-49 beautifully. And that is what I like to see out of T-49 drivers. 5 shots for it. Yeah. I mean, it's a Churchill 3. All it does is spam. That's what it's good for. The fact that he only get actually penetrated 19 times doesn't really matter. I can't believe he blocked armor. Blocked shells with his armor. This thing is more like a sponge than a steel wall, right? But, you know, whatever, right? Hey, a decent amount of cash. Thank you so much, Virus, for sending this in. It was a joy to watch. I love me some Churchill 3 games. And thank you all for hitting that like or subscribe button. If you guys actually want to help me out, hit that like button when you like it. And if you don't, hit the dislike button. I don't really care. I want feedback from you guys, so I know when I'm doing a good job, and so I know when I'm doing things you guys hate. So thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the day. This ioEther day.